Everyone, the frustrations of supporting Liverpool FC. Injuries within injuries within injuries, and it's not looking good either for the players we thought that's still going to be injured for the upcoming game versus Leicester. So let's talk about this, people. Let's do this. Let's do this, people. Let's talk about this. Hello everyone, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. I'm frustrated, people. I'm really frustrated, and especially with these injuries. We're competing for Champions League and Premier League this season, and the most important players are all injured, which is frustrating. How are we going to come through this? That's the question we need to ask ourselves during the season. And I, I really don't know. I really don't know. I could say a lot of things, and I don't think it's going to come true. So. We could only be positive at the moment and see what happens during the season, because we never thought this would happen, and the risk we're taking with the going with the season with less experienced defenders has finally haunted us now, and we've got to find a way out, people. We've got to find a way out. So let's talk about the injuries. Probably the probable players that could come back, basically. Rhys Williams apparently is a hip injury, so he could probably play against Leicester. Fabinho, hamstring issues versus Midlands of Denmark. As I remember, that was the game he got the hamstring issue. He could be coming back. Thiago Alcantara, we don't know what's going on. Nobody's telling us anything about him. He could be coming back. Trent, calf issues. He had the rest for England, so he didn't play. He could be coming back. I'm not too sure. Henderson is a thigh muscle issues. He came back from international football, so he's at Anfield at the moment, and he's at the Kirby training ground as well. So hopefully he'll be okay. Robertson, from what I've heard, he's playing for Scotland tonight. So hopefully he'll be back because he had hamstring issues as well. It's frustrating, people, but you never know what's going to happen during the season. You expect the unexpected, especially with Liverpool. Everybody says we're jinxed. And I don't know, if you're jinxed, would you win the Premier League? That's the question. And would you win the Champions League? That's the question. And nah, you wouldn't, would you? So listen, we're facing a pandemic issue at the moment, and this is all like, if you face things like that, this was always going to happen. And from what I've heard as well, they're finding a way to get the fans back in the stadium. They're gonna find a way, like checking them for COVID before they go in the stadium. So let's just hope that works out. Let's hope this actually happens. And obviously, everybody knows about the new vaccines. That's 90% or 95% or 91%. Nobody knows how far that vaccine is gonna go. Nobody has confirmed yet that people will recover from it. So we'll see how this vaccine goes eventually. And it's all from America. One from Russia, I've heard, but majority are from America, these vaccines. So let's just hope this one works, and everybody goes back to normal sooner rather than later, really. Let's see, the players who are definitely out for the game against Leicester will be Virgil, ACL, everybody knows about that. Oxlade, knee issues after his injury with the ACL as well. Nobody has given us a time scale that he'll be back soon, anytime soon, or anything like that. Joe Gomez, everybody knows the tendon injury he had. He had an operation, successful operation that I had. And let's hope he will get back before the end of the season. And Mo Salah, people. Mo Salah, COVID-19, people. He's got COVID now. He went to his brother's wedding without wearing a mask, and he caught COVID. So he had 2 tests now. One, I think, at the time, and one today. And he failed both. So don't expect him to see at Leicester. That's not going to happen. And it's really frustrating. It's really stupid for a player who's experienced like that going to party when he knows we're facing a pandemic and issues with COVID. It's really stupid. You know what I mean? This is what sometimes I think Mo, he's not correct in the head. Even when he's on the pitch, he really frustrates me with his stupidity at times when he passes the ball. And this just shows like sometimes this guy doesn't think right. And unfortunately, he went to his brother's wedding, caught COVID, and now he's going to be out for the Leicester game. That's another record he might not get. Obviously, he keeps looking for the goals. He might not get it now. And I was thinking about the transfers for Liverpool, the probable transfers, probably at in January. They could go for. Everybody's talking about Koulibaly and Upamecano from Leipzig. Upamecano, sorry, from Leipzig. I don't know how good he is. I only saw him one game actually versus Manchester United, and he didn't look good. I think they lost about 5 goals or something like that. I'm not too sure, people. I'm not too sure. I don't watch Man United games. I watch it sometimes, so I'm not too sure. I know they got battered Leipzig against Man United. So, and apparently from what I've heard, a lot of people have been saying he hasn't played good with that game either, and Rashford had him for toast. But you never know. You never know. But the thing is, he's young. You know what I mean? He's younger than Koulibaly. Koulibaly is 29 years old. So us paying 60 million that Napoli is expecting for Koulibaly ain't gonna happen. With Liverpool, it ain't gonna happen. But from what I've heard, his contract could end at the end of this season. So Liverpool might do their magic as they always do and get him for the cheap, maybe like 30 million or 20 million. I don't know. They always do something. They always pull it out, rub it out the hat, as we all know, like with Thiago as well. So out of the two, I will choose Upamecano because I think he's young and he's got a future ahead of him. You can't just judge him for one game, and I think the more experience he gets under Klopp, the more he will understand how the game works, and the more he has winners around him, the more he has to put his game up as well. So I'm hoping it's him. Koulibaly, if we could get him for 20 million, I'll take that. I'll take that all night long. I mean, I can't argue with that. Let's just hope in January we've got enough funds to get an experienced centre back to help out the players that are fit. Because I don't rely on Matip. Let's be honest, people. Matip is not reliable. We don't know what we're going to get. Maybe he'll get injured during a game and then he'll miss about 5 games. That's how we rely on Matip, which is nothing. Yeah. Injuries update, people, and plus transfers. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment on the comment section and let me know what you think. What defenders we should get for the next in January, at least in January, and see where we could go from there, because we definitely need someone to back up these players we've got. There's too many injuries, people. We can't rely. If we want to compete actually for the Premier League, we've got to get top class defenders, and these two are my choice. If you've got another choice, please comment below, like, share, and subscribe.